YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Antha Barber coming back at you with another haircut tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be doing a crew cut with a mid-skin fade. I like to begin each cut by brushing or combing out my client's hair. Shout out to Still 2 Comb for this dope comb you see me using. And all I want to do is get the hair to lay in its natural direction. Alright, so now that everything's laid down neatly, I'm going to go ahead and jump in with my trimmer and begin to set my first guideline, which is going to be my bald guide. However, you're not going to see me remove the hair beneath the guide. I'm actually going to do that last. And this is a new technique that I picked up, but it's definitely something I encourage everybody to try. I believe it definitely helps speed up time as far as the cut's concerned. So now that my bald guideline was created, I'm going to jump in with my clipper with the lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline. I'm giving myself somewhere close to an inch, and once the guide is set, you'll notice that I'll make a few more passes through it, and I just want to make sure that everything's cut evenly before I begin to blend it out. So now that my guide's been set with the lever fully open, I'm now going to close my lever and begin to blend from the bottom of this guide right back up towards the top of the guide. And you can see that I'm raising the guide right now using the lever fully closed. So I'm erasing that bald guide and essentially I'm raising that guideline. And I'm going to continue to raise it because every time that I open my lever and work my way up a little bit, you're going to notice that that guide's going to continue to move up with me, but that's okay because that's exactly what I'm looking for. By the time I get to the top of this guide and my lever's fully open, it'll be completely blended out. So now that I went through my steps fully, I'm going to do a little bit of lever play and begin to do some detail work. And you're going to see that I'll use a lot of the corner of my blade. However, I will use the full blade if it's necessary. And lever play simply means I'm going to open and close as needed until I blend out any blemishes that I see. So now that that's blended out, I'm going to come in with my number 1 dual magnetic guard by Andis, and I'm going to come in with the lever fully open, and I'm going to begin to set and create my next guideline, giving myself the same amount of space that I gave myself with the previous guide. That way I keep everything consistent with this blend. So now that my guide was created with the lever fully open, I'm now going to close my lever and begin to blend from the bottom of this guide right back up towards the top of that guide, stopping right underneath where I just left off with the lever fully open. I'm somewhat new to using the dual Andis magnetic guards, but I'm cutting his hair right now like I would if I were using wall guards. So the number 1 closed tends to leave weight behind, and we could all clearly see that this one closed is leaving weight behind. So I'm going to show you how to remove that in the next step. Alright, so now I'm going to remove this weight that I'm showing you right here using the Andis Zero Guard. So I'm going to come in with the lever fully open and begin to attack right above the weight that I see. Again, that's right above the weight that I see. And I'm going to use the fade down process to eliminate this. So I'm going to close my lever as needed, working my way down until this guide's completely blended out. So now that my blend's starting to come together, I'm going to take my wall number 4 premium guard with the lever closed, and I'm going to begin to knock down and remove this bulk from on top. This is actually going to be the desired length for my client, so I'm going to make sure that I cut everything neat and evenly. You're going to notice that I'm avoiding the fringe area or the bang area, and the reason is my client actually, this is the hairstyle that he likes to rock. And so what it is it's somewhat like a crew cut with the longer fringe area. So I'm gonna just keep avoiding those, and he's actually content with the length that they are right now. So at the end of the cut, you're gonna see me do a little bit of point cutting just to break up that bluntness, and we're gonna make sure that everything comes together as it should. Alright, so now that I got everything cut evenly, I'm going to try to bring this blend into this length on top. So I'm going to do a little bit of clipper over comb, and the same position and angle that I'm showing you the comb now, and everything that's falling in the teeth, that's exactly what I'm looking to remove. So anytime you're doing clipper over comb, the best advice that I could give you is make sure that you're angling your comb correctly. That's going to best complement your client's head shape. So for those of you that made it this far in the video, and it might happen to be your first time, or you didn't catch the video that dropped right before this one, I'm actually doing a giveaway, so make sure you go check that video out if you haven't already, and get active, because you never know, you might be the one to win. Alright, so I'm noticing a little bit of weight left behind, so I'm coming in with the dual magnetic 1.5 guard. So that's the dual magnetic Andis 1.5 guard. It's not a common guard used. I'm not really sure why, but I am new to the Andis guard system, so I went ahead and jumped on it when I seen it. And clearly we could see that it's doing exactly what it should, and it's removing that density and that darkness. So I'm going to use that fade down process. I'm coming in with that lever fully open, and I'll begin to close it as needed, working my way down until it's completely blended out. And the reason why I know that I can clean up with the 1.5 lever open after I do a clipper over comb is because if you saw when I was doing my clipper over comb work, I did attack it using a wall number 1 color guard on my wall magic clip with the lever closed. So the combination of that number 1 with the lever closed and that comb together, it's essentially like a number 2. So anytime you choose to use that combo, you could comfortably know that you could clean up any weight left behind using a 1.5 guard with the lever open, using that fade down process, closing the lever as needed. So now I'm gonna just do my cleanup work. Here's where I'm going to knock off the rest of that bulk at the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and bald it out, and we're just going to finish everything up. So right here is the bang or the fringe area that I mentioned when I was removing the bulk on top, and this is the area that I avoided. This is a style that my client likes to wear, and he's actually comfortable with the length of it right now. So I don't want to touch it because again, he's comfortable with it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of point cutting right here just to break up the bluntness a little. Alright, so now that everything came together, I'm going to apply some Too Dope product on my client's hair. A little goes a long way with this product. It's super dope. I encourage you guys to check them out on Instagram at Too Dope. And I'm just going to make sure that I evenly distribute it everywhere. And he kind of likes to rock everything natural, so that's how we're going to let it set. Here's a look at the final cut. If you got anything useful out this, I ask that you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, I suggest you stick around. It's only gonna get doper from here. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed and be a blessing. I'm out.